I started Buffalo Pinball because when I moved to Buffalo, there was no place to play pinball out in the public. And I was super jealous of all the other cities that had pinball machines and leagues, and they had like that social aspect to it. Because that's what I find really fun. It's great playing by yourself, but when you have a group of friends, get together and play, that's where the real fun is.
It was really Nick's idea to start Buffalo Pinball because he had been to other cities and had been a part of tournaments and competitive play in other cities and saw there was really nothing happening in Buffalo competitively. I kind of got started, I remember having, going to arcades with my dad as a kid and, kind of playing pinball but not really understanding what it was. I have one memory of playing with my dad, like playing really well on a game, and he was like showing me how to control the ball a little bit, so I felt pretty good. So that's kind of like what set me off. So we first got to know Pocketeer because Dave Fix let us know that they were getting a brand new Stern Star Trek pinball machine a couple years ago. And at the time, the only pinball in Buffalo was there was a couple broken down pinball machines in bars or laundromats or things like that.
They actually came to me when I got all the pinballs in here. They came to me and asked if they could do tournaments and special events and stuff.
I wouldn't say we have a partnership because we have a relationship. We don't have an agreement. We don't have any kind of cash deal or anything like that. But it's just more or less that when we started off, we'd say, can we have a league night here? We'd like to host a tournament there. And it's just worked out that way ever since.
So we did that. We went and we just, the first day, like 10 or 15 of us went down there and we just played it all night. And people kept going back and putting money into the machines. And, I remember at one point I talked to Barry and I said, Barry, if you put like 4 machines in here, you're going to be the only place in Buffalo that has 4 pinball machines and we will all come here to play.
Buffalo Pinball Selfie League is really cool because, first of all, it doesn't cost anything. Players get to go down, you go down to Pocketeer Billiards whenever you want during a month, and there's going to be games there that have basically a sticker on the game. It says Buffalo Pinball Selfie League. So you play that game, and then you take a picture of you and your score, and you submit it to our Facebook page, the Buffalo Pinball Selfie League, and then your score is compared against everybody else who's played that machine throughout the month.
And then I recently got into the Selfie League because, I like to do the whole lone wolf thing.
I'm doing terrible in the Selfie League. I'm right about middle of the pack right now, not making playoffs, that's for sure.
The use of selfie sticks in the Selfie League are pretty widespread. A lot of people use them. I personally don't, as my arm can function perfectly well as a selfie stick. Some of the vertically challenged players do need to use them.
The older people are horrible at taking selfies. I'm not that good, but the younger people, great. So I gotta get better at taking selfies.
People should definitely get involved in Buffalo Pinball because it's a fun thing to do that, isn't just hanging out in a basement.
I think the thing most people should know about Buffalo Pinball is that they're really nice people. I started this year and they welcomed me with open arms.
People should get involved because it's just fun. It's a good thing to do. It kills time, it's a fun activity, it keeps you busy, and there's a lot of cool people to meet.
So the main goal of Buffalo Pinball is basically to expose pinball to people, to allow them to enjoy the hobby, and basically spread the word that pinball exists. It's seeing a resurgence, and we welcome all levels of players in all ages.
I want people to know we're here. Buffalo Pinball is, we're in the grand scheme of the pinball community, we're relatively new, we're only a few years old. But we've seen pretty great growth within the past few years. We've gone from, a league of 26 players. And our last tournament had, 80 players in it, I think. So we've had great growth. We want people to know that pinball's still a thing. Come out and check it out. Hang out with us. Even if you're not into competitive play, you can check out our team league. That's how Rico and these guys got involved, right? So come in and you'll play it a couple times and you'll get hooked.